Hello learners, I Dr. Niradhar, faculty member, School of Education, Indira Gandhi National Open University, welcome you all to this online course and specifically today's video program that is on streams and subject choices for the learners. So friends, in your course BES 1 to 5, Understanding Disciplines and Subjects, you will find the last module that is on streams and subject choices of the students. You will find that specifically, if I will tell that after completion of 10 years of school education, that means after appearing the 10th board, or you can say the secondary board of school education, you will find that students they get an opportunity to choose their streams. Okay, you will find that group of students they choose arts and humanities, and you will find that a group of students they want to pursue their study in commerce or in science disciplines or in science streams, you can say. Okay, so today we will discuss that what is the education system of this country so far as school education is concerned. Then accordingly, what are the different aspects that are interlinked, that are related with the choices of streams and subjects for the learners after 10 years of school education. That means at the senior secondary or higher secondary level. So friends, let us go forward. Before going to discuss the learning outcomes as well as the specific content points and concept that have been discussed in this video program, let me to say that presently we are in the 8th week. It means the last week of your online course, as this is 8-week online course, 8-week MOOC, and we are in module 8 also, and the title of module 8 is making subject choices. Okay, so you will find that what are the different factors and what are the different aspects, okay, so that contribute for choosing the subjects for the learners, especially at the higher secondary or senior secondary level. In this module, apart from the e-content that already you have received, which is given in your module, you can say in running head material you will get, you have received. At the same time, this has also been given in PDF form. Okay, so from the e-content, at the same time, 2 video programs have been included in this module on making subject choices, and title of 2 video programs are Streams and Subject Choices for the Learners. This is the first video program, and Factors Determining Learner Choices of Streams and Subjects at the second video program. So friends, now let us focus upon our first video program of this module, that is Streams and Subject Choices for the Learners. So before discussing the content point and the concept about the streams and subject choices for the learners, let me to focus upon the learning outcomes. So friends, after going through the part E content of this 8th module, making subject choices, at the same time, after going through this video program, you will be able to describe the prevailing broad structure of school education in India. So what are the broad structure of school education which is presently practicing in India so far as school education is concerned? So further you can say that at the elementary stage, at the secondary stage, at the senior secondary stage. So what are the you can say the structure, the pedagogical structure of school education which is practiced across the country. So this is one of the learning outcomes, and the other learning outcome, that is after going through this video program as well as the part E content, you will be able to explain learner choices of streams and subjects to pursue education at school stage. Okay, so you will be able to explain the choices of streams and subjects. At the same time, you will be able to describe the school board structure, present practices, and as per NEP 2020 also, which is going to be implemented very soon. So that also we will discuss. So friends, let us go forward, and I am hopeful that after going through this video program as well as the part content, definitely you will achieve these two learning outcomes. So first, focus upon the broad structure of school education in India. Okay, so you might be now visualizing on your screen. You see the broad structure of school education which is being practiced at this time, that we can say the first stage, that is called as the pre-primary education or pre-primary stage, and second you can say the formal or compulsory education. Further we will discuss that what is the formal and compulsory education and why it is called as the formal education. Then further, secondary education is the third stage of education, and higher or senior secondary, and in many states you will find that the senior secondary stage is also considered as the junior college, that's called as +2. Okay, +2 education. So this is the fourth stage: pre-primary education, then formal or compulsory education, then secondary education, and higher secondary or senior secondary or junior college. Okay, so these are the four different stages. And particularly if I will talk about the pre-primary education, so that is the very popular term which is used for pre-primary education, that is called as early childhood care and education, ECCE, early childhood care and education. Okay, so before starting the formal education, you will find that the practices of ECCE, early childhood care and education, these are practiced in different schools. Okay, in government schools, at the same time in different private schools. Okay, and the nomenclature and the terms of different classes, different you can say sessions in pre-primary education may be different. Okay, but 2 years of pre-primary education is there both in government school as well as in the private school. And further, formal and compulsory education system, we can say this is a type of elementary education. You know friends, as per the Right to Education Act 2009, which is implemented in our country starting from 1st April 2010. Okay, so here you will find that elementary education, it starts from class 1 and it continues till the completion of class 8th. Okay, so now it is the fundamental right of the children of this country to get elementary education. Okay, so that is from class 1 to class 8th. So that's why this is called as the formal education, or this is called as the compulsory education, because now it is as per the constitution, this is included in the article 21A of Indian Constitution, and now it is the responsibility of the state government to provide 8 years of formal and compulsory education to each and every child of the state, starting from class 1 to class 8th. And age appropriation, if I will say, earlier it was mentioned in Article 45, and further it become a fundamental right. Now it is included in Article 21A. Okay, so the age appropriation is 6 to 14. Okay, so you might be knowing that this is very common practice. Commonly we know, being the student of education, that Article 45 says that free and compulsory elementary education. Okay, so that is, it starts from class 1 to class 8. That's called as the elementary education. And further, elementary education can be bifurcated into two different stages of education. One is called as the lower primary level or lower primary stage of education, and other is called as the upper primary level of education or upper primary stage of education. And you will find that the classes for lower primary, that is 5 years of study at the lower primary and 3 years study at the upper primary. So friends, if I will start our discussion from early childhood care and education, the classes means the 2 years classes, that is called as nursery, then kindergarten. Okay, these 2 years schooling are included in the pre-primary stage of education before starting the elementary education. And if I will say about the age appropriation, you can say at the age of 3 plus, one can take admission in the nursery. So 3 plus to 4, the child will continue in the nursery class, and further in 4 plus to 5, the child continues in the kindergarten class. So that's why these 2 classes are included in the pre-primary education. Okay, so they will get certain basic knowledge, basic understanding, okay, by involving themselves in different activities in joyful learning. Okay, so they will try to understand the society, they will try to understand their environment, they will play with their friends, they will do many group activities with their friends, and type of, you can say, they will fit themselves for the formal system of education, for the compulsory education. So that's why these 2 years education is called as the first stage of education. And further, in lower primary stage of education, which is a part of elementary education, so here 5 years of schooling is there, that is it includes standard 1 or class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4 and class 5. It starts from class 1 and it continues till class 5, and this is the part of elementary education. And if I will say the age appropriation is, it starts at the age of the child of 6 and it continues till the age of 10, means at the age of 6 plus one can take admission in standard 1, okay, then in 7 plus standard 2. So accordingly they will continue the lower primary stage of education. And further, the classes which is included in the upper primary, which is the part of the elementary education as per Right to Education Act. So here 3 years of schooling is included, that is class 6th, class 7th and class 8th. Okay, so standard 6th, 7th and 8th are included in upper primary. Further, that is also part of the elementary education. And we can say that age appropriation is, it starts at the age of 11 and it continues till the age of 13. So 11, 12 and 13. At the age of 11, you will find the child is at class 6th, at the age of 12, the child is at the class 7th, and at the age of 13, the child is at the class of 8th. And further, at the secondary stage, so this is, I think, you are well acquainted with the secondary education. So it includes 2 standards or 2 classes or 2 years of secondary education, 2 years of schooling, that is standard 9th and standard 10th. So class 9th and class 10th. And age appropriation, that is at the age of 14, you will find that the students, they will study in class 9th, and at the age of 15th, so the students will at class 10th. And after class 10th, you will find that the students are appearing the first board examination. That's called as the, at a different state, state board is there. Okay, so 10th board exam they are supposed to appear. And at the central level, you will find that CBSE and ICSE boards are there. So uniformly, you will find that at the state level, at the same time at the central level, board examinations are conducted after 10 years of schooling. Then further in higher secondary, after completion of 10th board exam, students take admission in class 11. So that's come under the higher secondary or senior secondary or junior college, or you can say plus 2 level of education. So definitely this is the branch, this is not college, or this is the branch of school education. So that is higher secondary or senior secondary education. You will find that there is separate board in different states at the same time in CBSE and ICSE for higher secondary education. Okay, it includes class 11th, or that is also called as plus 2 first year, and further class 12 or standard 12, that is also called as plus 2 second year. And age appropriation will be at the age of 16. You will find the students that take admission in class 11th, and at the age of 17 plus they take admission in class 12. So friends, This is the broad structure of school education which is being practiced presently across the country. But I am not saying here the recommendation of NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020. This is not included in your material, but definitely I will touch upon it because as we are developing the online course now, so that's why you should also acquaint yourself, you should also get a type of understanding, get a type of knowledge that what are the changes that has been taken in NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020, so far as the pedagogical and structural changes. So friends, let us now get an understanding about the changes that has been made in NEP 2020. So here you see, now it is visible on your screen that broad structure of school education as per NEP 2020. So now you will find that the pedagogical and curricular structure of school education, which is going to be implemented soon, means after the notification of NCF, National Curriculum Framework for School Education. It may be in this year 2021 or it may be in the next year 2022. Okay, so this structure, this is called as 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 pedagogical and curricular structure of school education. It is going to be happened, going to be implemented. Okay, so let us try to understand that what is there in this 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 system of school education. So here first stage is called as the foundational stage of 5-year schooling, 5-year schooling of foundational education. Then further 3-year schooling of preparatory stage or preparatory education. Then again 3-year schooling for middle stage of education. Then further 4-year schooling, that's called as the secondary stage of education. So here senior secondary stage, that has been merged with the secondary stage of education. Separately this has not been taken. So including the secondary and senior secondary, so this term has been used, that is the secondary stage, 4 years of secondary stage education. And particularly if I will just clarify about the age group, at the same time different classes in different stages of school education as per the recommendations of National Education Policy 2020, you will find that at the foundational stage, 5 years of foundational stage, first class and first standard will be the Anganwadi. It will start at the age group of 3 plus, that is 3 plus to 4. And further the second year, that's called as the preschool, and it starts at 4 plus to 5 so far as the age group is concerned. Then the third year of foundational stage of school education, that is called as Bal Bhatika. Okay, so it will, the students they will take admission or they will continue at the age of 5 plus to 6. And further 2 years of formal schooling, that's called as per RT Act, 2 years of compulsory schooling, that is class 1 and class 2, or you can say standard 1 and standard 2. Okay, so that is you can say that includes age 6 and age 7. So friends, these 5 years schooling, that is Anganwadi, preschool, Bal Bhatika, then standard 1 and standard 2. Okay, so this is the 5 year schooling which is included in the foundational stage. So it starts from the age group of 3 plus and it continues till the age of 8 at the foundational stage. And here the pedagogy, you will find that is something different, activity oriented, child centered pedagogy. At the same time, how to involve child in world of activities, world of work, how to develop interpersonal relations, how to develop communication skills, how to express themselves, how to exhibit themselves. Okay, so such type of you can say different types of rhyme, different type of demonstration, role play. So they will involve in many activities, dramatization. Okay. Then further the second stage of school education as per the National Education Policy 2020 is called as 3 years of schooling, that is preparatory stage. It includes 3 standard or 3 classes, that is standard 3, standard 4 and standard 5, or class 3rd, class 4th and class 5th. And age appropriation, that is it starts from age group 8 plus to 11. That means at the age of 8, the students will continue in standard 3. At the age of 9, they will be in standard 4. Then at the age of 10, they will be in standard 5th. And further in the middle stage, this is also again 3 years of schooling. So that includes class 6th, 7th and 8th, just like upper primary stage in the earlier system of education. Okay. So here standard 6th, 7th and 8th, the age appropriation will be, it starts at the age of 11 of the child and it continues till the age of 13. Okay. That means at the age of 11, the child will be in class 6th. Then at the age of 12, the child will be in the class 7th. And at the age of 13, the child will be in class 8th. And further, to talk about the last stage of school education as per NEP 2020, that is 4 years of secondary education. That includes standard 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So this is 4 years of secondary education. And age appropriation is, it starts at the age of 14 and it continues till the age of 17. Age 14, 15, 16 and 17. Okay. So age group that is class 9th, the students, so their age appropriation will be 14 plus and till 18 they will continue. And one exit option is there, that after completion of 2 years of secondary education, that means after completion of standard 10th, the students, they will get an opportunity to quit themselves for joining in different vocational education also. Okay, in different skill areas, in different vocational branches for studying different vocational education or vocational field. So friends, these are the broad structure of school education as per the National Education Policy 2020. This has not been implemented and very shortly this will implement. So friends, being a student of education, you should understand about the present practices of the school structure, at the same time the present development, the changes that has been included, that has been recommended in NEP 2020. So friends, after discussing the broad structure of present school education, at the same time the recommendation of NEP 2020 on curricular and pedagogical changes of school education, that is 5+3+3+4 system of education. So now let us proceed forward to discuss about the choices of languages in school education, because we are discussing about the choices of different subjects. You will find that presently we practice three language formula. Okay. See, in school education, first language is the mother tongue or the regional languages, and second language, that is in Hindi speaking states, it is English or other modern Indian language, and in non-Hindi speaking state, it is Hindi or English. Okay, you will find that English is studied as second language in many states, and English is also studied as a third language in many states. So keeping in consideration, in Hindi speaking state, it is English or any other modern language, and in non-Hindi speaking state, it is Hindi or English. This is as per the recommendation of NEP 1968. At the same time, National Education Policy 1986. Then further, the third language will be, that is in Hindi speaking state, it is English or any other modern Indian language not studied as second language, and in non-Hindi speaking state, it is English or a modern Indian language not studied as second language. So friends, three languages they are supposed to study, out of which mother tongue will be the first language. Then in non-Hindi speaking state, you will find that English is studied as the second language, and the third language is any Indian language, maybe Sanskrit, maybe Urdu, or maybe any other languages also. Okay. As per NEP 2020, you will find that mother tongue, this has been strongly recommended that mother tongue should be the medium of instruction up to the class 8th. Okay. And this is also, if you will go through the recommendations of National Education Policy in 1986 and earlier National Education Policy 1968. So you will find that although commissions of education, the earlier commissions of education, they have also, the commission, education commissions have also recommended that mother tongue should be the medium of instruction at the primary stage, because learning takes place, or knowledge construction occurs, knowledge construction happens in one's mother tongue. So that's why mother tongue should be the medium of instruction. And further, this has been strongly recommended in NEP 2020 that it may be private school, it may be government school, that medium of instruction up to class 8 should be in mother tongue, in one's mother tongue. So that's why this is one of the major recommendation so far as language learning is concerned in school education. So you should understand about the 3 language formula and the present development. And further, to talk about the choices of streams, okay, after 10 years of school education, as I have already said that after completion of 10 years of school education, you will find that the learners, the students, they enter in higher secondary or senior secondary stage of education. So at this stage, so they get an opportunity to choose their stream, that in which stream, in which discipline they want to continue their study. It is as per their need, as per their interest, as per their willpowers, as per their abilities, you can say, as per their creativity and aptitude, you can say. So here broadly, if we talk about the streams which is practiced after 10 years of school education, that means at the senior secondary and higher secondary stage or at the +2 stage, you can find that 3 streams are practiced. One is called as arts and humanities, and the second is the science, and the third stream is commerce. You will find that group of students, they opt to study arts and humanities, language, at the same time different subjects which is included in the broad discipline of social science. And further, you will find that group of students, they opt to study, to continue their education in science stream, and also you will find that group of students, they opt to study the commerce discipline or commerce stream. So these 3 streams are popularly used in school education system. And further, to discuss about choices of subject, you will find that in science, the subjects are taught, that is physics, chemistry, mathematics, botany, zoology, computer science, electronics, economics, geography, statistics, etc. And in commerce, you will find the subjects which are offered, that is accounting, finance, marketing, business, mathematics, statistics, secretarial practice, etc. I was just talking business mathematics. Then in arts and humanities, the subjects which are taught, that is languages, different languages, maybe Hindi, maybe English, or any Indian languages. Then history, political science, economics, geography, psychology, sociology, philosophy, education, anthropology, statistics, mathematics, and many more subjects. Okay. And friends, you will find, so far as choices of subjects are there in different streams, few subjects are taught across the streams or across the disciplines, just like mathematics, economics, geography, and statistics. These subjects are studied in science. These subjects are also studied in arts and humanities, and further mathematics and statistics is studied in commerce also. Okay. So friends, these are the certain subjects which are being studied at different stages of school education. And further, you will find as per the policy, as per the system of education is concerned, in a particular discipline, in a particular stream, you will find that subjects are also grouped. Okay, a particular, or you will find that a definite definite groups are practiced in a particular stream. Just like if I will give you the example of science, then you will find that, let here now it is appear on your screen, that physics, chemistry, and mathematics. You will find that one group means a group of students. These 3 options are given to the students, that they can, if they will select the first group, so what they will study? They will study the subject of physics, then chemistry, then mathematics. If they will select the second group, so what they will study? They will study botany, zoology, and chemistry. This is their option. And if they will select the third option or the third group, so the subjects they will study, that is electronics, computer science, and mathematics. So friends, Here I am just giving one example, and you will find as per the availability of the subject in a particular institution and availability of teachers also, you will find that they make a definitive group, okay, and the students study that group. And further, to talk about the commerce discipline, you will find that three groups which is now appearing on your screen. You will find the group of students, they may select one of the group among these three groups. So one is accounting, business mathematics and statistics, three subjects they will study. Then second, that is accounting, business mathematics and secretarial practice is another group. And third is finance, marketing and statistics is also third group. I am just giving one example. Then accordingly you will find that different groups, many a time you will find that four groups are also there, okay. So keeping in consideration of the number of subjects which are being practiced in a particular stream. Then to talk about arts and humanities, especially the languages and social sciences, you will find apart from the language, students may select social science, psychology and education as one group, history, political science and economics may be another group, geography, mathematics and economics may be another group. Accordingly, other subjects just like anthropology, statistics, philosophy, that can also be used for making many other groups, okay. So these groups are practiced in different streams for providing adequate knowledge to the students. So friends, today we discuss about choices of streams of the students, that what are the education system of our country which is being practiced, and we also discussed about the new pedagogical and curricular structure of school education as per National Education Policy 2020. And further we also discussed that what are the different subjects which are being studied in different streams and how the subjects are grouped for facilitating the students for smooth running of the institutions, okay, and for providing adequate knowledge base to the students. In our next program, we will discuss the factors responsible for selection of for choosing streams and subjects by the students. Thank you.